Hello everybody and welcome to Let's Play Walls of CCLP3. This is going to be one of my summer Let's Plays. I'm hoping to do one last CC set toward the end of summer, which I may talk about here as this proceeds onward. But for now, this is going to be the one that's in the immediate future. So as many of you might be aware, I once played through Walls of CCLP4, which is a set that Jeffrey Barden made back when it came out. And for that Let's Play, it was largely a first-time experience. But for this one, I have seen all of the levels in the editor. I have not played all of them. I've played some of them, but certainly not a majority. So this is going to be, at least for me, distant enough from my initial viewings of the levels that I think it's going to be mostly first time as far as how it feels. So I'm pretty excited about this. I think this is going to be a really fun Let's Play. It's also a part of my Josh Retrospective in terms of going through sets that Josh Lee has created. So this one, I believe, was released about a year or two after Josh L7 came out. It feels like Josh L7 was really recent, but I'm pretty certain it was like 2018 or 2017 or something. But it was released shortly after Walls of CCLP4 by Jeffrey was released and before I released Walls of CCLP1. I think that came shortly after this was finished, so they were all pretty much in quick succession. But since these three sets came out, there has been a fairly significant number of these Walls of levels that have come out, both on an ad hoc basis and on a per set basis, where you go through and recreate levels within the templates that the sets provide. So, without further ado, let's go and get started with Keep Out of Reach of Children. And we can begin the Let's Play with a death right there. Let's turn the sound on. So this level was built within the walls of 4x4, which is one of my own levels, which is pretty fun. I don't remember, each of these rooms, so we're just going to see how these turn out. According to Josh, this title was meant to be kind of a reference to the fact that this set is not meant to be for first-time players, so I guess that's who the children are. So I don't know if I'm actually supposed to bring this out here or not, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. Let's see what's over here. So we have a recessed wall room. Okay. So this goes here. I'm a little worried about this. I don't see how you could... Oh wait, I was supposed to just push it up. I'm silly. This is probably not going to be nearly as breezy a Let's Play as Josh L6 was. I feel like this set was pretty difficult by comparison in terms of other Josh sets. And I think that was by design. Because Walls of CCLP4 was fairly difficult by relative to other Jeffrey sets. Okay, I still don't know about that block. I'm just going to keep it there. I feel like you're supposed to lead the fireball. Oh, why did I do that? Come on. Okay. Let's get our head in the game here. Actually, you know what we should do? We should visit the areas we have not done first. I think that's the smart play. So yeah, I think the last time we talked, the last time I uploaded a video, I was about to go on vacation, and I'm officially back now, so that's exciting. I got to go visit my family in Texas, which was pretty cool. It's really surreal, though, because I went to Texas, I think the last time was 2 years ago, around this time back then, and that was pre-COVID, and now, you know, the pandemic is kind of, in a lot of ways, wrapping up in some respects, and so it's been kind of weird just going back and seeing things as if nothing ever happened, you know, it's a really strange feeling, but kind of a comforting one in a way, so I'm thankful for that. By the way, I forgot to mention in this readout you see at the top, I recognize that there is a solving time for this, but there is only solving times, I think, for the first 2 levels, if I'm not mistaken, so it's not a lot. Okay, so I'm going to try something here. I'm going to push this here, and then... Oh, that's why you can't get it into the room, because you have to go around like this. Okay. For some reason, my brain just connected some dots that weren't there and thought that you could push the block up from there. Okay, so you go down here. This kind of reminds me a little bit of Pixelated Fire, I think is the name of the level. Okay, so we have all the chips. Now, do I need... Okay, this is what the other block is for, I think. That's a pretty cool first level. I do like how the rooms have some degree of connectivity, but you can't really, like, cook them in terms of, like, having to do them in a sequential order. That's pretty neat. I also feel like this is slightly more approachable than the level 1 I made for my own walls of set. Oh, and that's an interesting red herring. Quite literally a red door. Okay, so you just go through here. Alright, so we got a faster time even. That's pretty neat. Alright, Lush Forest. So, if I'm not mistaken, I believe Josh made an update to this level that actually has chips in it. But this version is basically just a walk to the exit. The layout being used here is dancing on ice, which is pretty interesting. Oh, and I forgot to read the hints in the last level. Oh well. But yeah, it uses the thin walls of dancing on ice, which were fairly regularly placed around the level. That was one thing about Tom Rowe's levels that were always really interesting, was that he kind of used thin walls in very specific ways. Okay, so I think we have to go even further out. Yeah, this level does a pretty good job of tricking you into going certain directions that you think are the right way, and then they turn out to be fairly long dead ends, which is pretty neat. Yeah, like here, you're supposed to find the way out this way instead of going down. I really like that. There was a level I made a while back called Half and Half, which was a fairly simple, like, double maze level, but it was like 2 mazes. And I feel like I had a few of those throughout that level. Alright, I'm going to go and forego the faster time to read this hint. See if there's anything interesting. Thin walls and this one normal wall from Dancing on Ice. That's right, there was a weird normal wall there, wasn't there? Right by the exit, or the socket. Alright, so that's Lush Forest. Moving on to Mad Bombers. Alright, so now we're in the unsolved levels territory. So this is based on Roadblock, which is pretty interesting. I don't know if I would have done anything particularly different with this layout. It's one of those layouts that I think is... It's an odd shape. I'll just say that. Okay, so I want to get more stuff up there. Is there like a... Okay, that just leads to water. That's not good. So I need to find a way to get more fireballs up there. Is that even possible? Okay, I need to do this so I can actually do this one. I'm just trying to find a way to send fireballs up there, but I'm not seeing it. And by there, I mean up here. Oh wait, you just do a loop. There you go. That's how you do it. Okay. That's a pretty neat little puzzle there. Okay, I want to see if we can read the hint. I'm a little concerned about the time limit, though. Oh yeah, this is not good. Walls from Roadblock. Run, 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 run. Go, 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 go. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes! Oh, man. 1 second left. That was exhilarating. That was a lot of fun. Okay, moving on to Lesson 0. So this is a level that uses the walls of Air Pocket, which is, I think, a really cool level for like a lesson, like a first level. I think, honestly, that this would have made a better level 1 than Keep Out of Reach of Children. The one tricky thing in this one is this section here with this glider, but I think it's pretty awesome, personally. Let's just take a look around here. So this is where the exit was. There's a hidden path that leads to a hint, but I think it's in the upper left. Most of this stuff is just inaccessible. And this area, so I can go back here. Let's just get these real quick. I think it's around this area. Yeah, it's up here. There it is. Walls from Air Pocket. I remember that much of this. I may not remember a lot, but I do remember that. So there's a couple little challenges here. One of them is this, it looks like. So I need to be very careful not to lose my my fire boots. So let's go through there and then get that. And then I can go up this way. There we go. Okay, so the next one is using these blocks, which is really interesting. I remember really liking this whole puzzle. It's very well designed. At least I think you have to do it like this, right? Either way, the glider's going to have to go down there, but you basically have to go and send the block up to the other one. That's, I think, how it works. Let me just make sure I'm doing this correctly. I may not actually... Maybe this is why this was not the first the first level. And there's not really a way to turn this around, is there? Oh boy. I should have just done the obvious thing here and put that block down and then just turned it around. Instead of doing what I did like an idiot. Yeah, because now I can't actually take it down with me now. Oh well, that's fine. We're getting back into things. I've not played the game in a while, so let's slowly ease back into the swing of stuff here. I have designed a couple levels since getting back. One of them, well, actually the first one I guess wasn't upon getting back. Now I'm trying to remember how I did this. This is the one that goes up, right? Yeah. One of them I've kind of wrapped up around the time that I left. See, this actually goes down. Yeah. That's really clever. I like the way that works. But yeah, the one I did right before I left was kind of like a sort of a medley level full of things that reference Josh's levels, which I thought was kind of fun to make. And then I started working on this other level after I left, but then I didn't finish it until I got back. It was kind of like it was sort of a design challenge level where sometimes I will want to like give myself a restriction, and in this case the restriction was try to make levels with 2x2 rooms with like a checkerboard tile pattern in them. It wasn't really perfectly checkerboarded the entire time. That was a fun level, by the way. There was a little bit of let's see, I had to do something like this, don't I? This is Bolkonski, I believe. Yeah, this is definitely Bolkonski. But yeah, there were a few areas with like clone machines and stuff where I couldn't really do that, but it all worked out pretty nicely. But anyway, the level was called Be There or Be Square because it was, you know, with a bunch of squares and stuff. And did I really fall for that? Oh my goodness. I bet I'm going to have a lot of moments like that in this Let's Play. And I was pretty proud of this level, but I would say the only caveat I have about it is that it's a very like tight sequencing kind of challenge. So there is that, but it's really fun, I think. We'll see what the reception is when I officially update my set. And then today I made a level called Bargain Basement Bathysphere, which is a reference to a print-and-play tabletop game. And it's basically meant to... I panicked. I don't know why I did that. That was stupid of me. But yeah, it takes... a concept I used in my Walls of CCLP1 level Minor Setbacks, and also I sort of saw a similar take on it in one of Josh's recent levels called Titanic Monarch, and I made this larger version of it, but I still think it's fairly reasonable as far as the size goes. It's meant to be kind of like a One Direction Sokoban level. That's not really a good way of putting it, but it's that kind of thing where you have a restriction. Okay, what do you do up there? I'm really curious. I'm assuming that you get the flippers at least, so I'm going to go for it. Okay, good. So do you do anything else down here? Or is that it? I guess those two other paths are just for the wall layout. Okay, let's look around here. And I'm also working on a collab level right now too, so that's been fun. I'm a little nervous about this. I don't know if I'm supposed to save blocks or whether or not I can just kind of go crazy here. Okay, I think I see a way to do this. We need to reverse you first, though. That's a pretty fun puzzle. I like the way that works. Alright, so now we can proceed onward to Paramecia Town. And then we have a bunch of stuff here, including some unreachable suction boots. Okay. You know what? Let's hit this one for good measure. I know Josh would like that. See, I'm hoping to release an update to my set pretty soon. We'll see when that happens, but I'm hoping it will be, like, by the end of the week. Okay. Oh, wait, this is just a... Yeah, I can do that. I have to say, Bolkonski is a rather interesting layout to work with, in that there's some rather irregularly shaped rooms. Oh wait, I can go around here and get that, right? Why'd I step out there? That was absolutely stupid of me. Oh, I see. You can do that in case you make a mistake here. Oh, okay. By the way, what's down here? I haven't even explored down here yet. Okay, I want to try to get to that hint. Let's focus on that. Yeah, this is an interesting one, for sure. Oh. Well, never mind. Especially knowing that, like, this area used to be the ice room. It's interesting to see what it's turned into, like, all opened up and stuff. I also like how this room works. This kind of reminds me a little bit of Redoubled Efforts, which is pretty cool. Okay, so I forgot to do this room too, or rather I forgot that you can do it. I do like the way it works as well. So I think we would have had to start over anyway, just based on the flippers being stolen and all that. But it's all good. No worries. You live and learn. All that good stuff. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa! No, no, no! My editor window with my level set stuff came up and inactivated. That is so dumb. I hate that behavior. For some reason, Windows does this weird thing where application windows, not the operating system, get inactivated or de-emphasized or whatever you want to call them, unfocused, and then another one gets into focus, and it's just so annoying. It's especially annoying when you're playing CC and optimizing something, and then in the middle of a route, particularly if it involves randomness or a very difficult to execute solution, everything just gets de-emphasized, and that's really frustrating. Alright, let's try to pick it up from here. I want to try to see if I can finish a decade in this video. I feel like every level we've been having a little bit of an issue, but we'll see if we can get it all done here. I do like how the recessed walls in this room do give you some leeway as far as, hey, I can come up here and see what's going on. Oh, shouldn't get the flippers right away, and then you can come back later. That's nice. Okay, let's try this again. Why did I think that was safe? That was really bad and dumb and stuff. Alright. Try it again. Yeah, I'm just making all kinds of mistakes today. And I don't know why either. I think it's just me being rusty. I need to get back into this. I didn't really play CC at all while I was gone. It's funny, I always imagine on these vacations I'm going to have like time in the evening to like wind down by playing a game or something. So I brought like my Switch and I brought my laptop so I can play CC, and then as it turns out, I really didn't use much of them for playing games. Or I didn't bring out the Switch at all, and I didn't bring the PC out for booting up CC, other than designing Be There or Be Square in segments. Which, as it turns out, that design restriction was really weirdly difficult to work around, as far as like creating a compelling level. Okay. Oh, whoops. Oh, no. Wait a minute. Can this be salvaged? It might be. Yes. Whew! Okay. Thank goodness. I was like, if I had to start this all over again for like the 8th time or whatever, I'm gonna be mad. This isn't like a really difficult level or anything. It's just I keep misinputting keys and stuff, and it's just not the ideal thing. And sometimes, like, my brain is not caught up to where my mind is as far as, like, what I'm doing. Or what I should be doing. And that also creates a bit of an issue. Why is that there? Are you for real? Why is that there? Josh, I'm sorry, but that could easily be avoided as far as a potential pitfall. Like, that is just really mean. I'm sorry, but that's really mean. Okay. Let me try to get my bearings here again. That's one of those level design things I've been trying to work on a little bit more lately, and I feel like I don't do the best job with it, is that if you can prevent something from being so easily cooked, if there's like not a good reason for it to be a potential cook, then go ahead and do it just to make the player a little less frustrated. It may not always apply, but I think in many cases it does. Anyway. There we go. No problems with the glider that time, thank goodness. So, what exactly... I guess I missed something here. What exactly does going through the teleport give you other than getting to the hint? Or is that it? Because I feel like if that's all it is, then that just makes it even more egregious that this is even a thing. Like, there's got to be an even easier way to make this work without the possibility of just going headfirst into that bomb. Let's see, is this just for the hint? Let's wait for the bug and find out. I think it is. Because I could have just come back here. Yeah, in some ways that makes it worse. Because I understand the exit's here, but like, the fact that there's a socket there and stuff, I don't know. Maybe I'm overreacting to this, but I did not like that. The rest of the level was cool, though. Alright, Nitro Network. So, this is an interesting level. It's a maze built within the walls of, what's it called? Toolbox, which is one of my own levels that was kind of like a which one next style item swapper. But Josh turned it into a toggle maze, which is pretty cool. I like the use of the walls just for this, and I like the fact that the toggle walls look rather irregular in some ways. I think that's pretty neat. Also, the fact that you are having to switch things midstream as far as like branching off in paths. I kind of talked about this a little bit with Blink in CC1 with like a lot of people get lost at that level, but if you keep track of like what axis you're on, then it's a lot easier to manage that level in a lot of ways. And I feel like the same is true with this, where it's like you have all these different junctions with these buttons and stuff, and the fact that you can just, you know, switch things midstream and whatnot while you're on a path and then go, oh, I can explore over here, but then if I need to go back, then I can just kind of retrace my steps pretty easily. I do like that. I think that's pretty neat. Also, I totally forgot to go in here. Oh wait, no, I did not forget to go in there, because I can't. I did not, however, go up here. Okay, so the hint is there. Duly noted. This is also a pretty neat, I wouldn't call it a time crunch level, but it's a good level to have a low time limit on, just to test efficiency. I think that this would be a fairly decent one to work with that on. Also, the fact that the paths are not equal, like that's pretty neat as well. Like this one is just here, and the one on the left is just that left section. Okay, so I take it we want this to... Okay. Come on. There we go. Walls from Toolbox. Alright, that's Nitro Network. I really liked that one. That's pretty cool. Okay, Medallion. Oh yeah, it's this one with the... Oh, that's right, we can't get chips. That's the challenge here. I cannot get any chips. So let's work with that. Okay, I get 3 here. So this is based on... oh, what's the name of that level? Pigeonholed, right? Isn't that the name of it? Okay, where do I go from here? Here? I'm going to assume there. So there's a path there, but I can also go this way. Oh, that's going to lead to a dead end, so it has to be this way. Oh, I got a chip! Ah, okay. Old habits die hard. I do like this level, though. It's pretty cool. As far as, like, a key swapping challenge goes. Walls from Pigeonholed. I feel like that's a nice introductory level. It works really well for what it's trying to do. Okay, Bursting with Life. So I think this is a level based on Commit Suicide from late into the set, which I guess this is sort of meant to be sort of a contrasting title. This area reminds me a lot of the Paramecia room from Block Maze. Except you don't need all the blocks in this one, which is really nice because this is a lot of Paramecia action going on here. I guess it's not that bad, though. But still, the leniency for an easy level like this is pretty nice. Okay, so let's see what we have over here. I think this is just a chip collecting room. Just loop the bug. Loop the paramecium. Loop the other paramecium, and then we're out. Okay. So I think that's many of the harder ones. Okay, I think there's chips under all these. There we go. That's a pretty cool room. That's where all the red herrings were in the original level. Okay, this is a metastable to chaos room. Am I really supposed to get in there? Okay, let's do this room first. I think this is what we were supposed to do. Except that's not a safe space. Okay, here we go. Everything's in a semi-stable, or should I say metastable state. So let's go ahead and do all this now. Overall, I would say I'm not the biggest fan of this level. I mean, I think it does what it does pretty well, but none of the rooms are particularly standoutish. A lot of them reference other levels, so, and along that line, I think they do a fine job, but there's nothing particularly like memorable in this one, and that's not a bad thing, but it's just, in terms of evaluating the level, I do take that into account. But as far as like a breezy, easy level goes, it is pretty fun. Okay, there we go. There we are. Okay, so now we just have this left. Yeah, the other thing too is that the metastable to chaos room I wasn't the biggest fan of, but other than that, this is pretty cool. Okay, what do we have here? A chase? Chase race? Looks like a chase race. I like all these closed, thin wall sections are here. Okay, so now we go over this way. Oh wait, I think this is just the hint, isn't it? Walls from commit suicide, question mark, period? Okay, I had to make sure which direction was which there. Okay, so the final room is this one. Okay, this is pretty easy. There we go. That was fun. I did like that one. Alright, Iron Complex, and I totally crashed right into that. Okay, so this is, there goes my window inactivating again. This is a walls of wireframe, I believe. I have no idea if this is correct, but we're going to try it. Yeah, this level is, so far, a lot simpler than wireframe. At least so far. I'm just kind of doing what seems to be the correct, obvious thing. So we'll see if there's any, like, traps or anything, but so far so good. I guess you can go here through either method. Am I supposed to, like, direct those out of there? Well, Well, I don't have to worry about taking any of these out, so... I really hope I did not miss anything there. And that's a cook, isn't it? Yeah, let me start that over. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything in that room. Let's go there first. See, the problem here... Oh, wait. See, I don't like the fact that if I push this, then that pretty much cooks everything. Let me try this again. This is where a secret eye would come in handy for stuff like this. See, I'm forced to push this way. Okay, there's nothing under... Oh wait, there wouldn't be anything under there because it's on a thin wall. Oh right, that's a cook. Okay. Let me just look at this again. So we know that there's nothing under there. Okay, so there wouldn't be anything under here then. So that means that our initial solution is correct. So I don't believe there's anything under this one either. Yeah, because there's a thin wall there. Okay, so that room is a lot easier than I was expecting. That's not as bad as I was thinking it would be. Okay, so what do we have going on here? Is it just a matter of... going here? Oh wait, I do have to get the glider out, don't I? That's a nice little challenge, I like that. Okay, there's blobs. So that, I'm assuming that that's going to be the end, that fire boot there, just based on how this is all set up. So I can just take this easier route with this this path here. I think this is the faster one. See, overall, this is a really odd wall template, so I feel like this is a slightly less, like, variety level version of wireframe. It's more of just a straightforward item swapper kind of thing, which honestly I like. I appreciate that this was not trying to be the original level. Okay, so that's just a random room of nothing. So now I can go down here, grab this, and so now I'm free to do this part. So I don't think I need to actually use the fireball. Not that I really could. Okay, so now I have this. And it's just a matter of getting in here. Perfect. Alright. That was fun. Not my favorite level, but I do like the way it worked, and I like how simple it was. Alright, Rural Graveyard. Okay, this is definitely thieves and teleports. Okay, so that does have a fire boot. Interesting. So, do they all have fire boots? I'm gonna assume, yeah. Not a fan of that walker there, but we'll work with it. Whoa, that was a risk. Okay, so what do we have going on here? We have some blocking stuff to do, which is interesting. I am not liking what I'm seeing with this walker, though. In fact, I'm seeing a potential... Walls from thieves and teleports, okay. So there is a way. Okay, let's try to break up this formation. That's the first order of business. It's not really that hard. I'm kind of more psyching myself out than anything else. Okay. I'm just going to try to get rid of some of these. Okay, there we go. So I need to get like one more block from the opening area in here, right? Like I think that's going to have to be the case. Oh, there's a fire here. I did not notice that. Well, that's not good. But, you know, I kind of deserved that. I like how the password is easy, like with an EY at the end. That's pretty funny. Okay, let's try this again. So this time I'm not going to get anything stolen. That was also really risky, but we made it. Okay, so I'm trying to understand, is the purpose here that we just need to migrate one more block into the room and then we're fine? Because my concern is, you almost have to have fire boots under all those blocks. I wasn't keeping track of whether or not there were. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, this is all we need, right? Unless the whole point is to migrate all of them here so that then we can push that other one. This would kind of be broken in links, I would think, right? Because you can block slap that block, which negates the need for this one. Okay, so this is slightly concerning because I'm noticing here... Oh wait, no, this is fine. So I can do this where... If I do that... No! I don't like walkers. Why couldn't these have been bugs or something? This is... Walkers are so evil. I do not like walkers. They are so bad. We are off to a really rough start with this set. We'll see how it goes as time goes on, but I'm kind of a little worried right now. Okay, let's see what happens when I try to... Okay, they do have fire boots. Good. Okay. That's good news. Okay, just watch out. I'm sorry I'm not talking much here. I'm just trying to concentrate because walkers are so evil. Seriously, this is... I know I'm kind of rushing this and I'm trying to finish the level, but... So I kind of deserve what's happening here, but it's like... I feel like this is one of those design decisions that could have resulted in something a little less tight. Especially for a level that's supposed to be easy. like, don't get me wrong, there is an interesting element of this challenging you from the perspective of having to create space for yourself here. And I do like that element of it. But the fact that it's walkers and the space is this tight is, like, look at what I'm doing right here, right now. Like, this is a little, okay, I don't know why I did that. That was not a good decision. But yeah, this whole thing is just a little too much. It's not quite as bad as that one rock level. Okay, we'll do that to help with the amount of bouncing around. Okay. Just had to make sure. No! Can we not? Can we not bounce around like that? This is... Ugh, I am not a fan of this level. It's too much dodging in tight spaces. And I feel like for this early in the set, this might have been misplaced. Maybe I'm overreacting, but I do think that this is a little early for this. Come down. There we go. Thank you. My hand-eye coordination tonight really sucks, too. I think that might be a part of it. And then on top of that, you're also having to manage this boot puzzle thing here, which I like the idea of that, but I also think that the walkers on top of it are too much. Like, entirely too much. Okay. So now I can go here, get the chip. Let's get out of here. Okay, please go up. Thank goodness. Woo! Okay, that is Rural Graveyard. That I did not like. That is too tight of a level to do that concept with walkers. Like, I liked the block pushing part of it, but I feel like you could have used bugs there, and it would have worked. But other than that, I really liked this opening decade. This was a fun opening decade. So next time we're going to continue on with Cardboard Cutout, but I will do that in the next video, so thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. So take care, and I will see you then.